Happy Monday. It's Dr. Jason Dean, Brave TV, your source for health, freedom, and knowledge. What's happening? Brave TV world, Brave TV nation. Come on in. It is Monday, March 11th, 2024. My daughter asked me this morning, actually. My daughter says, Dad, is today St. Patrick's Day? I was like, when is I didn't ask. I said, I have to look that up. I don't even know what month St. Patrick's Day is in. I have zero real care about most any holiday. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. I did get a haircut, thank God. So I told her, I'm like, no, it's the 17th of March, so it's next Sunday. So we're 6 days away from St. Patrick's Day. The only reason she wants to know is she wants to wear green. That's all. That's the only reason. What a wild world. This is the way my hair is supposed to look. Not like it was last time. This feels much better. And people will say, but why do you get it cut so short? It looks so nice, Groot. No, it's short because I have not been blessed with the genetic gift of keeping all my hair. So I have a very similar hair pattern to my father, which he's a great person, but I'm better with much shorter hair. And it'll probably just stay. Well, I won't ever go bald, but it'll just be this short. Much better. I feel much better. I think I'd gone like 3 months. People are like, how do you go 3 months without? Because I'm like, because it's like a 30-minute sit down. You got to go over, get the right. It's a thing. Because I only go to barbershops. I won't go to I try not to go to these like the supercuts. No, I have 2 barbershops nearby. They're both fantastic, and I usually go to one or the other. However, they're busy. They're popular. A lot of men go there, so it's not always easy just to get in. Does anyone else think something's going on with the freaking planets right now? It's unbelievable. It is what it is. Like, mind-numbing. It's the energy's off. The energy's weird. I mean, we're what? We are less than a month from the eclipse. I was going to potentially go out of town to watch it, but you know what? I think I'm going to just stay at home because the plane situation, airplane situation is a little nuts, which we'll go to in a second. Do me a favor though, everybody out there. If you have not subscribed to the free, it's free. That means it doesn't cost you anything. That's what free means. Free Brave TV newsletter. Go to bravetvnews.com to subscribe. bravetvnews.com to subscribe. And when you subscribe and then you receive the newsletter, don't unsubscribe from the channel. You get it. It's usually every week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, depending on how busy I am. But I can't imagine why, I have people to unsubscribing to it after that. What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't unsubscribe from anything. Do people unsubscribe from stuff? Why do people unsubscribe from email stuff? I always like to know what's going on out there. bravetvnews.com. Also, we just went through the new moon last night, which is probably some of the reason all this chaos. Full moon is coming. I'm going to be doing a very big special full moon protocol webinar. All right. Free we're going to go over the regular protocol. We'll go over the bloodborne protocol as well. I'll give you that date this week as we narrow it down. And do me a favor, everybody, bravetv.store. I will be very frank about this. bravetv.store is how you support us. We not this isn't all free as much as people think it is. It's not all free. We have a liquid sale going on. I think we're going to come up with some other big promo coming as well. We have vac shedding protocol, liver cleanse, and we have the full moon protocol as well. And then here, just to go over it again, blue, yellow, and orange. Blue and yellow for those vaccinated individuals who are having real big problems with blood issues. And then the orange is straight whole food vitamin C, which is fantastic stuff. Go check those out. Help us out, support the channel. Help bravetv.store. So I flew this weekend. I was invited to another of Clay Clark and General Flynn, which we're going to get into this in a second. Clay Clark, General Flynn, it's basically a networking podcasting type event. So I flew into Oklahoma, did a few days there, came back Saturday night, late. So here's the plane issue. Let me talk to you about the plane issues first of all. It is my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm always willing to be wrong. It is my opinion that the let's talk about the flight industry. The American flight industry, I do not believe is going to stay afloat. Here's why. They're making them cheaper and cheaper. The flights itself, the experience is nothing. Is really crappy now. I mean, just in general, it's crappy. Got there okay. Everything was good. Coming back, I see all the there was a I think a Houston or Dallas incident. How do you back a plane out of its gate and run into another plane? How do you do that? How do you take off, and as you're taking off, a tire falls off and lands in a parking lot, destroying like many cars? Pilots, I can tell you right now. So coming home was a mess. I had a 5:45-ish. I think it was 5:45. I had about a 6 o'clock flight. Let's call it 6 o'clock. I had a 6 o'clock flight Saturday night leaving Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, leaving Tulsa, and everything's fine. Flight. So I get there, right, and it's a regional jet, not a big deal. And they go, "Hey, we're gonna have to check." So I don't check a bag. I have a roller that can fit up above, and I have a bag that goes with me for laptop and stuff. Make it super simple. I don't want to wait for bags, all that good stuff. So they come around, they go, "Hey, we're gonna have to check your bag. Not at the gate, but you'll be able to get it when you come off the flight." I go, "For what?" "Well, this flight you can't put it above, like here. There's no room." I go, "What do you mean there's no room? The plane that flew into here had room." "Well, this one doesn't have it." Like, it doesn't have it, or it's tight. "Well, it's probably not going to fit." But then what do you do with all the people who have roller bags? That doesn't make any sense. So I give it to him. It's fine. There was like no room. And fly into Atlanta. I would not normally want to fly through Atlanta or even Charlotte. Charlotte's a little better. Atlanta is usually fine, but it can be a little chaotic. Get into Atlanta. I know that I have about 30 minutes to get from, which is fine. I'm by myself, so I can go quick. I have to wait for my bag now, though. 30 minutes to get off and get to the next thing, which is usually a whole different terminal. Get off, and I get on, and delayed. Flight's delayed. I'm like, delayed? So I look at the weather. There's no weather in Atlanta. There's no weather in Orlando. There's no weather in between. Like, what the hell are they doing? Like, what? Like, why is it's delayed like over an hour? So I'm texting my wife going, "Yeah, I probably won't get home until like midnight. I was supposed to be home at like 10:50. So this is why. It was a regional jet, Derek. Yes, it was a regional jet, but it was smaller than the regional jet that went in. The plane that came in had no problems. Plane going out. So, we get on the plane to finally leave Atlanta. It's getting late, and we're not going. So we're not leaving the gate in Atlanta because the pilot is not at the gate in Orlando. Like, what? So I'm sitting there, like, we're sorry for the delay. We're waiting for a pilot to get to the gate in Orlando so that we can take off. I'm like, okay, like maybe to take off from the gate that like, but that doesn't make, what? So I didn't get into like midnight. Got home at like 1:30 or something like that by the time it was all said and done. I'm telling you, the airport, the airline industry is in complete shambles. Complete and utter shambles. So just keep an eye. Like, I'm going to fly. I usually love flying, and I do love flying. I'm going to be very picky and choosy of the flights I take this year and next year until this whole thing unrolls, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, flight from Miami to New Orleans was delayed 3 times. For what? That is it. And I can tell their pilot situation is a mess. You can tell by the way they talk. Anyway, I get to Tulsa. Now, I have a question for everybody out there. I would like to know in the comments, if you're out there, I see Facebook, you're all out there too. Here's my question for you. My question is this. How many of you don't trust General Flynn? I'm going to be very open about this. How many of you think he's evil? How many of you think it's all evil? He's evil. I just want to know. Just curious. The reason I ask, I hate that there's like a I don't know, at least a 30-second delay, at least between not evil. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Not evil, but out for himself. What does that mean? Okay. So over the weekend, X is exploding of how like evil General Flynn is. Now, I'm not going to claim he's not or he is. I personally, Nicolette as well, has never had a poor experience with General Flynn. When I talk to General Flynn, I don't ask him stupid questions. I talk to him about things that can be done, local issues. What does he think about this? What is his opinion on that? That's it. I spoke briefly with him this weekend. Not much. I've spoke more with him in the past. He was really busy this weekend talking to some new people. Here's the issue, everybody. What are people's actions versus what they say? What are their actions? And again, I'm not blaming. I'm not accusing anything, because I've only had good. The man talks and here's the thing. My question for you out there, for people who claim he's this evil person or he's like against Donald, for the record, General Flynn talks to President Trump, I think, almost daily. Here's the question. Are you guys saying this because someone online has told you this, or have you talked to the man personally? That's my question for everybody. And again, I'm not saying yes or no. He was there this weekend. I talked to him. He spoke to the crowd. He met with everybody. He talked to people individually. Are you reading things about him, or are you talking to him and watching his actions? Because the only thing that matters is someone's actions. And so far, he's on every stage for America. He talks to President Trump essentially on a daily basis. He talks to Kash Patel regularly. He's talking to Boone Cutler. Boone was there this weekend. And everything he talks is pro-America, pro-Constitution, pro-Republic. He is against the vaccine. He doesn't know why President Trump won't back off of it. He's not a different person. It's called he aged. He's not 40 anymore. He's not 50 anymore. He's probably in his 60s. People change when they age. He's putting out a movie. Yes. The only thing he did, the only thing he did this weekend, sorry, I'm getting a text that I have to handle. This is what he did this weekend. There's a documentary coming out that his wife is in with him, as well as other military. He has a movie coming out, a documentary coming out, and he simply said, hey, if you want to, you can be an affiliate for the movie. Buy the movie. It's like $20 for the DVD or something like that, I think. And then you can be an affiliate for it, push it out there to help wake people up. Now, here's the funny part. We're all called patriots. Here, let me write it. Let me spell it out for you. Let me we're being called patriots. General Flynn is he's called a patriot. Does everyone know that it costs money to fly to places, create documentaries, tell the truth, get information out, and try to wake the country up? Does everyone know that? Does everyone know that bravetv isn't free? It's just not some magical unicorn out there that shits out money on its own. It actually costs money to do stuff, right? Lindsay is in the comments right now, who was on a couple weeks ago on a Wednesday. Did you know it's not free to get diagnostic tests? It's not free to go to doctor's offices. It's not free to probably take some things you need to start reversing potential spike protein and bioweapon damage. Does everyone know it's not? It is my best handwriting you've ever seen. That I took time to write that out. If you ever saw my real handwriting, it's not. It's. It makes sense to me. I understand it. Now, again, I'm not defending General Flynn as if he's like perfect. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But do you know what I do know? I follow a person's actions, right? And I love how many people out there sit on X. Let me tell you, some of the Facebook accounts that you all follow are complete bullshit. I don't know where some of the people get this stuff. I really don't. Again, I'm not defending Clay Clark. I put on the title, Secret Meeting and Operation Run by General Flynn and Clay Clark. I saw it myself. That was the title. Why? Because I was there. I've been there to most all of them. I think I missed one. I've been to most every single Reawaken tour. I know Clay Clark behind the scenes. I know other podcasters there behind the scenes. Clay Clark, again, everyone claim the online world claims that they're all evil and satanic. Guys, you need to really stop reading the bullshit online. Like, really need to stop. I mean, honestly, I've had sit-down meetings and chats with Clay Clark. I've been on camera with Clay Clark. I've done InfoWars full 3 hours with Clay Clark. I've never, again, action. The dude is working his ass off. If you saw Clay Clark, by the way, I've seen Clay Clark's calendar. I've been in front of Clay Clark's calendar. Clay Clark goes Monday through Saturday from 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning until he says 6 or 7 in the evening, but I've gotten texts from him at 9 and 10 o'clock at night. He says he doesn't work on Sunday. I think it's Sunday. He works on Sunday because I've gotten texts from him on Sunday as well with video links. His day is stacked from 3 or 4 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. When I say stacked, he's doing upwards of 8 to 10 interviews a day, plus his own business stuff that he has to do. So when I hear all this shit about like, they're evil, they're working against America, they're working against Donald Trump. You guys some of you out there have never effing met these people. Not most of you, and I'm not being mean, but like, you couldn't hold a candle to the Clay Clark schedule. Clay's like, how are you doing? I'm like, running like crazy. He's like, what do you mean? What's your schedule look like? I go, I'm up at usually by 6 in the morning. There's like 15 to 20 minutes that I take in the morning real quick just to kind of like hydrate myself, get a little coffee started. I'm usually in front of the computer working on stuff by 6:20 or 6:30 in the morning. I go till about typically 8 or 9, depending on the day. I go into the office. I see people. I take care of people. Come back home. Hit the show like I am right now. After this, typically, I do any admin I have to do. I run to the office. I'm usually having meetings on phone calls in between. Then I go till 7 o'clock at night, typically with patients. Then I come home and do what I can't get done in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes 10, sometimes later. It's working around the clock. That's what it takes. So my point in saying this is not to brag about how much we work. My point in saying this is I have never seen like the ridiculousness online. Everything is satanic. Everything is evil. There's no good anymore. Everyone's working against President Trump. Oh, and by the way, so for the record, I don't personally right now think that General Flynn is evil because he's been a wonderful gentleman to me, very catered to my communications, and has only chatted with me about really, really pro-America local stuff. Clay Clark, I don't think he's evil. He has a phenomenal family, just like General Flynn's family. Phenomenal family, met them. Clay Clark works around the clock to help America. Do they make money? Do they sell? Yes, they do, because you have to. They're both trying to survive as well, while they're sitting on lawsuits that they pay both of them pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and attorneys because they're getting sued by Dominion and other companies. So I've never had a negative experience with them. I've only seen working their butts off to help America. Could I be wrong? Sure. But I go by actions that I see in front of me, not by random people online posting crap. Like, it's unbelievable. So when you're out there and you're like I love how random Facebook people, I love how people look at random Facebook people and they post. I see it on Facebook the most. They'll see some other random Facebook person saying that they know something about Flynn. They don't. And they post it and see, I told you. No one, 99% of the people out there aren't doing actual research. They're talking to random people online, usually bots, and they're sharing along the bot information. So someone brought up to me, well, Mike Gill says General Flynn is corrupt. He's human trafficking, and you're supposed to look at the Pandora Papers. Okay, interesting. I first heard of Mike Gill a couple years ago. I followed a little bit of Brendan Lee O'Connell, who I found interesting. Do I know if he's right or not? I do not know. I found he's interesting, and I found some of his information was very enlightening. I saw Mike Gill on his show. Okay, great. So I just watched their stuff. I didn't reach out to them. I just watched their stuff. Then Mike Gill, Mike Gill's on Twitter, I guess, right? So I found his information interesting. So let me bring this up because this was hilarious. So Mike Gill, I guess, was calling out General Flynn. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay. So I was told the other day that Mike Flynn is this terrible person doing terrible things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm trying to find it real quick, the message that I received on what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go study, right? So, here you go. I'm going to show you. Here is the post from yesterday. So this was this weekend. I was there. Okay. Michael Flynn, who's his son, who was there as well. Great few days at the Clay Clark compound. Spoke with many great podcasters. Showed the official movie trailer. All true story. General Flynn posted as well. Get ready for the film of the year. Okay, great. This is the first one. This is the first reply afterwards. Get ready from Nick. I have no problem with Nick, guys. Nick went after Phil. I don't care about that. I'm not getting involved in these pissing matches. I have no desire. I'd rather stay in objective territory and tell you how to save America and work our asses off to do it. So Nick jumps in and calls Flynn the greatest. Get ready for the greatest grift of the year. Sure hope all the money you've laundered through the We Awaken America tour shows up in the Pandora Papers. Can you prove this? Can you prove it? So I said, it's a grift for him to put out a documentary to educate the public. Why are you hating so? That's all I said. Why are you hating so much? Nick says, you're observing at a surface level. Go deeper. Check out Michelle Moore on Rumble. Her interviews with Mike Gill will provide you insight as to where hating, as you call it, comes from. What? So again, I just reply, I don't know what's going on. All I'm saying is I've had good discussions with them. I think they're good people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So now here's the kicker. I asked Mike Gill months ago. I just went on a post of his. I said, hey, Mike, I would love to have you on the show. I'd love to discuss this topic with you. I find it fascinating. I find you interesting. That's all I said. Ready? So how many of you out there are big Mike Gill fans? Not because he's a celebrity, because of his work. I'm going to show you what happened. I asked Mike Gill months ago to be on the show. Months ago. This is what Mike Gill did to me. Mike Gill, this was not recent that I know of. I asked Mike Gill months ago. All I did was I said, hey, Mike, would love to have you come on the show. This is what I got for asking him to come on the show. I don't know if he's good or bad. I put this post out, okay? I was watching Brendan Lee O'Connell and found it very compelling. So I found Mike Gill and told him I found his work interesting and offered him to come on the podcast. I got blocked over it. These people run their mouths all over social media and talk shit about others. Then when given opportunities to come on a completely objective, evidence-based show, they refuse and block. I don't even dislike Mike. I don't know him. I'm just baffled by the resistance to be asked questions. It doesn't make any sense to me. None. I'm not even saying Mike Gill is wrong. So wait, why is it that I can ask General Flynn to come on a show and General Flynn jumps right on, but I ask Mike Gill to come on a show and I get blocked? And then all of his supporters out there, hey, Michelle Moore, you're welcome to come on the show. All I've seen so far is a bunch of videos about people claiming something with zero evidence behind it. My God, it's unbelievable. But I got blocked. It's the world we live in. I have some fascinating science coming on Wednesday. Wednesday, guys, will be the Medical Myths Wednesday show. Real quick, transition whiplash. How many out there are dealing with some sort of cardiovascular disease potentially and or cardiovascular damage from spike protein, vaccines, etc., but even just cardiovascular disease, cardiovascular issues, higher cholesterol numbers, etc., you won't want to miss Wednesday at all. Very important, major study that came out. He found out, like Flynn, he also will not supply people with his evidence when requested. He continues to say he has it and will share it. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who any of these people are. You know what we do at Brave TV? I go to different events. I talk to people. I only want objective evidence. This world, this conspiracy world has created so much BS over the last 3 years. So much. Juan Osavin, I've never had him on the show. I've never had a desire to have him on the show. Why don't I have a desire to have him on the show? What has he told you? What has he proven? I mean, here's a question. Here's a question for you. I want to know why this... What does everyone think of this? This happened on Thursday night. Thursday night. Quote unquote. The pandemic no longer controls our lives. The vaccines that saved us from COVID are now being used to help beat cancer, turning setback into comeback. That was a Joe Biden quote from the State of the Union. You're welcome, Joe. 9 months approval time versus 12 years that it would have taken you. Is anybody... So here, I'm not a General Flynn hater. I appreciate him because he's been kind in giving to us, helpful, and always had a good conversation with him and always seen good that he's doing. Why is it? Is anyone getting upset in the fact that President Trump continues to double down on a bioweapon? And do not give me the crap. Here, hold on. I have one for you. Hold on. I got to show you this. This one is the best. This is what happens when you start saying dumb stuff. We're going to call you out for dumb stuff. We were told, Nicolette and I were told that were crazy because President Trump was not talking about the Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, et cetera vaccine. He was talking about everyone must understand there's two different types of vaccines. The deep state vaccines are the deadly ones. President Trump's vaccine was hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, azithromycin, doxycycline, and zinc. Where in the holy hell did you, whoever posted this, get that document? This is a completely made up, fraudulent, non-factual piece of, you want to talk about misinformation or disinformation. This isn't even real. Like, completely insane. Completely insane. Solomon 9085 says, when someone avoids conversations as Mike Gill did, that's when I recognize they're part of the propaganda machine, unable to debate authenticity. Time to move on. Solomon, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't want to judge him. But again, I go back to, why is it that when I ask questions of somebody, I then get blocked? I've asked questions of Dr. Peter McCullough. He blocked me. I've asked questions of Tori Maris. She blocked me. I've asked questions of Mike Gill. They blocked me. And you know what the questions were? Why did you do this thing? Or would you like to come on and chat? And they block. Or they talk shit. That's not me accusing them of anything. I've shown you. I've shown you how I've been blocked by them. Here's another one. Let me go through this one, right? So MJ True. So by the way, this is completely nonsense too. Yes, Dr. Peter McCullough blocked me, for the record. MJ Truth. I'm not going to read all this. I see people blaming Trump again for the vaccine, so I put together a video compilation of Trump statements. Listen closely and read every single word in this post. So basically, this is a list of Trump saying, it's just a list. Like, this is MJ Truth Ultra's way of defending President Trump when he doubles, triples, 10x's down on the bioweapon. This went out Thursday night or Friday. I don't remember. Long one. It's got 1.4 million views on complete justifications. So I just wrote this. These are justifications. These do not let Trump off the hook. Potentially understandable in the beginning, this does not justify Trump taking Pfizer money or continuing to double down on it 3+ years later. Now, here's the best part. Patriot Carey says, Trump never took any money from Pfizer. None. Where did you get this information? Where did I get that information? Let's see. I think I posted it. Let me go look real quick. I posted it and then Nicolette posted it. Publicintegrity.com. So here's one. Right? So there's his actual money. There's the actual money that was spent. So there's an article. She says this isn't true. They never wanted Trump. They would never donate to him other than to remove him. Why do you think these lies are being spread about him? Here's Open Secrets. General Motors Open Secrets, how much they've given to him. This is not hard, everybody. And I guess my reason for saying this is I'm shocked at the amount of people who won't wake up. And just random. Oh yeah, Amazing Polly blocked me too. Thank you, Pink Honey. So I've been blocked by Dr. Peter McCullough. I've been blocked by Amazing Polly. Tori didn't block me, but she sent her army against me. Now I've been blocked by Mike Gill. I've been blocked by all of them minus Tori, but she sent the army. Blocked because I asked a question. I didn't even ask a tough question. Some of them I just asked. I asked Mike Gill to come on the show. Let's chat. I think you're interesting. Amazing Polly blocked me because I offered to have a discussion, not a debate. I don't want to debate anybody. I offered as a doctor to have a discussion over the germ theory versus the terrain theory. Amazing Polly blocked me. This is why she blocked me. And I don't dislike her. She blocked me because Amazing Polly is hooked, line and sinker in the germ theory. I offered to discuss with her what the terrain theory was and why the terrain theory makes the most sense. Blocked me. I don't know what to tell y'all. You are being transferred from one matrix to the next. Let me explain to you who I support. Let me explain to you who I back. Let me explain to you. Let me actually explain to you my the ladder who I follow. Ready? Now, most people put God at the top. I'm not saying I don't put a God at the top, but I already have a relationship with my creator. So when I'm going to do it a little different. I just want people to understand I'm saying it a different way because this is just how my mind works. At the top of my ladder is my wife. Okay. Below that is my daughter. Not because she's less than, because my wife has to come first. Right? My family. Now, God and creator and source of universe is around that. That's why I don't put it at the top, because it's an all-encompassing situation for me in my world. My wife comes first, always comes first in this world, besides myself, because I have to make sure I'm taking care of myself. Then my extended family, my employees and colleagues, they're next, right? That's kind of at the top of my pyramid. Why? Because those are the people at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Mike Gill, Tori, General Flynn, Clay Clark, none of those people at the end of the day are the people I can call on for an everyday, hey, this is what's happening in my life. Right? At the end of the day, the person I follow through fire and hell if I have to, and make sure to protect, are my wife and my child. I don't put any of these people on any pedestal. Do I support in general President Trump? I do. But for some reason, we got on this weird train in life that if you support something, you agree with them 100%. I don't agree with President Trump on 100% of things. I disagree with him on many things, actually. I don't agree with my wife on everything in life. We always come to a compromise and a decision where we're on the same team, but we don't always agree on the same exact thing. So therefore, I don't worship a president. I don't worship generals or podcasters or business owners. I don't worship or take it every word anybody online, everybody. It's all dumb. It's all dumb. But you're all being distracted by all these idiots. Ariel, for example. I do not know how this. Do you even know if Ariel is an actual individual? How do you know Ariel's not AI, everybody? I don't know how this account became so massive. How? How did it become so massive? No one even knows who it is. Well, they're like, well, no, he's a black person. No, that's just an avatar. No one knows if that's the actual person. I come back around to this. I had fantastic conversations with everybody at the Clay Clark Reawaken America podcast event this weekend. This is my third or fourth that I've been to. I've never had a poor time. I've never had a bad time. I've always had great discussions with everyone there, including General Flynn, including Clay Clark, including other shows you watch. The Hopium people are not there. They don't show up. I have cards here. I'm talking to some people today. There's a gentleman, John, who wrote the book School World Order. He's coming on the show soon. I really enjoyed his stuff. He has all of Charlotte Iserbyt's documentation. If you don't know who Charlotte Iserbyt is, oh my God, look that up. He's going to come on the show soon. Had a chat with him. He's a teacher, and he wrote the book School World Order. Really excited about him. Had a good talk with him. Had a former registered nurse who used to work in mRNA. She'll probably be coming on. Really good stuff. I didn't speak at this one. No, I was just there enjoying the ride, having chats with conversations with people, see what they're doing, how well they're doing. There's going to be lots of opportunists in all. I mean, every industry has opportunists. There's good chiropractors and bad chiropractors. There's good attorneys. There's bad attorneys. That's life. My concern is how many people are following some of these people into hell, literally. It's shocking to me. Any questions out there? Electron 59. Clay did not drop me. For the record, everybody, I can say this. Clay Clark did not drop me off the tour. Would you like to know who did drop me off the tour? Some of you might know. I think I've said it before. Clay had a conversation with me. Clay felt terrible. I also discussed it with Vanessa, his wife. She felt terrible. Clay Clark did not drop me off the tour and off the stage. President Trump's lawyers, attorneys, and campaign got me off the stage. President Trump's campaign and attorneys removed me from the stage, for the record. The reason why they removed me from the stage was because I have had shows on the Third Reich and the Fourth Reich. I've had shows on Zionism. I've had shows on the Holocaust. I've had shows on Hitler. Way back before many of you were on the show. I had shows on the Third and Fourth Reich back in like 2017, 2018. And then I did a show with Jason Q in 2020 on Hitler and Nazism and everything else. Media Matters did a hit job on me. The campaign took me off stage. John Taylor. Hold on. I don't think that's the name. I don't think that's not his name. John Kleitchik is his name. Here, hold on. I'll get him on soon. School World Order .info, I think it is. Yeah, here it is. I'll bring it up. Good guy. Seemed like a good guy. Here's School World Order. So he'll be coming on soon. Shouldn't have a problem getting him on. Really good dude. He hasn't interviewed since 2022. We gotta get him back on. But he's got some good stuff out there. He has a book. Go grab his book. I always like to always like to support, and that this will help everybody, obviously. And he is a teacher, so he's working his butt off in the system to try to change some of it, but also help people out. So this is the stuff I like helping. While they all bitch and moan on X and everywhere else, I like to help guys like that who are actually helping wake up American families. Yeah, you're not allowed to talk a lot about, unless you're Stu Peters, you're not allowed to talk about Jewish people, Zionism, history, Holocaust, etc. Am I coming out with my own paid channel? I don't have a paid channel. All the content is free except for After Dark and the Prosperity Group. And those are for people who want to go deeper on stuff. Everything else is totally free. It's all out there. Yeah, Scott McKay also got dropped. Yep, I know Scott. See, we bring truth, but here's the problem. Hopium and bullshit gets more views. Truth does not get as many views. I don't know Dr. Group. I've never had a problem with him, but I don't know him. I don't think I've ever met him. Yes, people are closed-minded, 100%. Oh, guys, I have some nanotechnology stuff. If you have anybody, number one killer, I'm going to drop some insanity on Wednesday. Number one killer in America is still cardiovascular disease by far. More than cancer, more than diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Number one, I'm going to drop crazy information on Wednesday for free. Medical Miss Wednesday, this Wednesday, on that exact thing, and new data that's going to blow your freaking minds, and it's going to make you change your lifestyle forever. No joke. Mel K was there this weekend. Mel K and I have always had great conversations, good friends behind the scenes. I've never had a problem with Mel K as well. She's always been super kind. We always have great chats on the road. I'll get Mel K back, if that's what you're asking. Cool. I'm just looking at the comments real quick. I'm looking over here because my comments are on a different screen. Yeah, a lot of people freak out if we talk about religion. So do me a favor, everybody, please jump on our list of subscribers. You can go to bravetvnews.com, or please go get our Full Moon Protocol. Again, if the people don't fund the channel won't stay around, because I don't have to do this. And that's not a grifting statement. That's just, hey, there's bills that have to be paid. We have employees. Nicolette is employed here. We have more customer service behind the scenes. We have softwares and things that have to be built. We have design things that need to be done. I don't have time for all that. Nor am I qualified and talented to do some of that stuff. Yeah, you got to have minerals. Minerals have to go up. Minerals are so key for the human body. B. Rubble, are you still talking to the office? Mel K doesn't go super. I don't know that Mel K goes all the way into the Holocaust, though. I don't think she goes as deep as I've gone. We talk about, hey, was Hitler not the bad guy? I question everything at this point, folks. Low fat is not made heart disease. Wait until you see the study on heart disease. You're going to be stunned, everybody. It will get you to change your lifestyle literally the moment you see it and hear it. Yes, globalists are a problem. That is 100% true. My mother and friends have seen Dr. McCullough as their cardiologist, and he still strongly recommends statins. That's when I was done. Statins are a bane on this society. The natto is incredible. Head to bravetv.store to get your natto. Organic, non-GMO natto, by the way. By the way, for the record, all the people out there who are selling natto in the truther community, they're all using genetically modified natto, just so you know, because natto kinase comes from soybeans, fermented soybeans. They're using genetically modified. Do I use Cardio Miracle off and on? Not as much as I used to. I just don't need it as much. Fantastic, everybody. Nope, it has nothing to do with meat. The heart disease is going to rock your world. Every single person watching this or who will watch this, the heart disease stuff on Wednesday is going to rock all of you. Supplements and expiration dates. I have to tell you to follow the expiration date. I do not follow the expiration date. Awesome, everybody. I want to thank you for being with me on this Monday. Head to the store to support us. Workwithdrdean.com/qualify for anybody out there who wants to work directly with me. You can still do that as well for potentially a limited time. We are here to reverse not only metabolic enslavement, but neurobioweapon enslavement, which is coming very quickly. We are working to save our actual civilization. I'm not joking about that. We are working to save our actual civilization. Do me a favor. Love, serve, and help, everybody. I appreciate all of you. I am Dr. Jason Dean. This is Brave TV. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.